Soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little education, soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little education. You love. Uninspired and tired is a bad combination, and I'm sad to say that's a dark situation, but I'm thinking of you, so I'm glad to say I wrote a letter on behalf of how I feel today. 7 a.m. in the morning, ain't been to sleep. It's been a night type long and a rough type week. I'm meditating my life on the whole, pondering the where, when, how, ifs I can gain control. It's like a spin of the wheel or a roll of the die. They say that you can be a winner at the game of life, but I know the house don't play to lose, so you better know the math, how to make the move. See, I'm a student of the study, how to proper pursue a blunt portion of the profits produced, paying my dues. So I follow the lolly and avoid the fools. But this is trial by fire, so you must stay cool. One rule: envy is a powerful tool. Spy spine all times, everything you do. That way, when the idiots get act cool, you can crack those crabs and continue to move. You know, 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night, ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you feel me. Remember back to the slenderest times when we pinched for the pretty penny nickel a dime. Before the world seemed crooked and the gutter was fine. When there was good hood living and a peace of mind. Now that's over. Life will make a grown man sober, head aching, hanging over, feeling funny inside. We never knew the world worked on a bogus design to keep a brother buried deep, broken down and blind. Better still, man, it's ill when you look to find there's a chance to advance, most heads deny. Like a dream and a slice of the proverbial pie. We will remain to reside in the ghetto of pride. Ignorance is pure bliss and these days provide plenty of it to keep a poor man pacified. I try to put him on the business of knowledge applied, but that's a pickle of a deal that's sour inside. But 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night, ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you feeling me, man. So many guys that I grew with died, resorted to doing crime and turned doing the time. I can hardly better speak to childhood friends and find every exchange features a fella falling the wayside. That's ill, but then it keeps a brother on bill mode, mentally locked and loaded, ready to deal with any form of friction you can fathom the feel. In a world that wheels drama and fires at will, it bust from dawn to dusk and aim to kill. Cause a lot of souls shook and afraid for real. So instead turn their head, tuck tail and chill, in the hopes not to cope, but that's whack. See, you and I are like a different breed, and we bring to the balance such a desperate need. The eagerness to elevate and evolve the scene. A better space, a better time indeed. Sincerely.
It was the voice of a courageous explorer, a man dedicated to the pursuit of man's knowledge and the expansion of his horizons.
Good morning. Here is Nathan Ivey.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back to the Nathan Ivey Show. One man, one microphone, one middle finger in the face of sucker MCs and Gilligans, corrupt politicians, these modern-day social media Mitches everywhere. As we broadcast live from the city of my birth, my hometown, Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, my pleasure to be with you. Today is Thursday, April 21st, 2016. And numerous things to discuss. I want to talk about everything, local, national, international, cultural issues this morning. I got to say what's up to Team NI, the good folks in the chat that hold me down. And let me start with Tracy. She was first. Good morning, Tracy. How are you? What up, Ed? Hola, mi familia, says Jerica. Hola, Jerica. What's up, Denise? Good morning to you as well. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Kelly. What's up, Tiffany? What's up, Norris? What's up? Good morning. Good morning, Corey, Deborah, Casey. Hey, Omar, how you doing? Good morning, Mike Jones. What's up, Wendy? Keena, thank you for holding me down. Hey, I'm not the world's best speller. I appreciate it when Team NI points out little things I might have missed here or there. I ain't afraid or ashamed to say it. I'm not perfect, but the flow is superlative. Welcome back. I appreciate you, Keena. Thank you for that. Hey, Wanda, how you doing? What's up, Daryl? Corey writes, Harriet Tubman on the 20. Woo, woo. Yeah, I ain't happy about it. I'll give you my details and my thoughts in just a couple of minutes. How disrespectful can you be? What's up, Cruther? She writes, good morning, brown skin checking in. It's good. It's going to be a good rainy day in the neighborhood. It is what it is. But at least we're together once again, and as always, numerous things to discuss. I've got updates on the connections between Africa Bambaataa. Used to call them BAM. And now that is taking on a whole new meaning. BAM? I don't even want to call them BAM anymore. And I got a clip from one of the most notorious talk show hosts, right, in the last 15 years. He's now doing an internet show. And he got a chance to talk with one of the former members of the Zulu Nation, and it's hot. We may get to that. If not today, we'll get to it perhaps tomorrow. It's explosive. People are talking. Do you believe that social media is encouraging violence? Do you believe that YouTube videos, World Star videos, I mean, the fact that everyone wants to get their 15 minutes of fame. Andy Warhol once said that everyone is going to get their 15 minutes of fame. Some people are reaching that climax by being at the center of a fight video. I'll never understand the mentality. You're going to upload this video for free to somebody else's website and they make all the money from the clicks and advertising? But it is what it is. Some local folks are saying that they've gotten to the bottom of the violence. There was a shooting just a few days ago, but before the shooting, it was preceded by a presentation to, some city council members. And now folks are trying to reclassify violence as a health issue. Is violence a health issue? And if so, how do we address that? I want to tell you what people are talking about. Men fake it too. Men have been feigning orgasm since the beginning of time. I've been saying it on the microphone behind the MIC for years. I'll never forget it. Many years ago, the wifey and I think this was before we got married. We were just dating. I don't even know how the conversation came up, but it came out that she had been faking it. I'm like, what the hell? Faking it? And then I had to drop a bomb. Guess what? Me too. I'll give you the details. That's right. Yeah, ladies, you think you're the only one who can act? I'll tell you why men fake it from a man who has faked it before. We'll get to all of that stuff. All of that, we'll get to it in a second. But first, I want to talk about this new bit of outrage. And that is the fact that Harriet Tubman, abolitionist, Underground Railroad, she was a cook, she was a spy, she was an IT woman, she did everything. She was like a jack of all trades. She did everything. From what I'm reading, she wasn't like a woman of great stature in terms of her physical stature. As I understand, she was kind of short. But her spirit was strong. She once came to defense of a slave who was being, disciplined by the massa. And she suffered for it. As I understand it, she got hit in the head with, I don't know, I've read different things on the internet. You know what you can, never can tell. But she took a blow to the head that left her with serious health issues, migraines, headaches, blurred vision. But she stood tall. How do you feel about the recent revelations that Harriet Tubman is at some point in the very distant future going to be on the face of your money, in your billfold, in your purse, on the $20 bill? Do you believe that that is a significant way to acknowledge for this country to pay their respects to someone like Harriet Tubman? Because the debate has been raging. And, this conversation is not new in the sense that it really started going back maybe about a year or so ago when an organization they were determined to get a woman on the face of our money. And I don't understand what the big deal is. Why is it so important to have a woman's face on the money? The $5 bill, the $1 bill, the $10 bill. I mean, remember the movie Dead Presidents? I was fine with that. But there's some folks out there that really believe as if this will be a significant way to show respect for Harriet Tubman. I got to be honest with you. I'm not one of those individuals. It's a paradox. It doesn't really make a lot of sense once you think about it. And I think like when you first hear about it, people are like, oh, okay, that'd be cool. You know, well, we respect Andrew Jackson, Abraham Lincoln, these other white folks, these dead presidents. Why not? Harriet Tubman. But when you think about it, it really is kind of disrespectful in a way. It really is. It really is. I mean, just think about it for a second. Ponder it. I got a clip for you that may help sharpen your viewpoint on it. I'm going to play this for you very quickly. These are from the good folks online. It's called Fusion. They've got a YouTube site. And recently they did, I love these interviews, they did street interviews. They hit the streets and they asked real people. And they asked a lot of black women how they feel about the news that Harriet Tubman is going to be the new face of the $20 bill. And here's what it sounded like.
I don't think that a woman such as Harriet Tubman that did so much for the black community and is such a strong figure should be put on something as disgusting as money.
I'm excited for any woman to be on any bill, but to have Harriet Tubman be on the 20, that's amazing.
There should be more black people on the American dollar bills.
I feel like more important people should be on a dollar bill, not just presidents.
Well, I think it's long overdue, and there's no better woman than Harriet Tubman.
It kind of speaks to a shift in the culture and a recognition in what she stood for, but it also, you talk about the legacy of who Harriet Tubman is and that she fought for certain things that are not necessarily represented in American money, you know what I mean? So I think I can see it from both angles.
She deserves to be on the bill. I don't think it's disrespectful to her legacy.
I mean, isn't Andrew Jackson on the $20 bill right now? He was super racist. Why is he on there?
It reminds people about the history of America, and not everybody's in tune. So having a physical reminder on money, I think, is a good idea.
What do you think, honestly, about the idea of having Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill? And as I said, the debate is raging, folks. Some people are debating whether anyone should be on the money. Some people are debating whether it's disrespectful or respectful for Harriet Tubman to be on the money. Some people, like my good friend Dr. Olafari Hutchinson, is arguing that if she's going to be on the $20 bill, it shouldn't be until 2020 or 2030. Hell, in 2030, is anyone going to be carrying paper currency anyway? I mean, how much paper currency do you currently carry? Now, personally, I believe that cash is king. You don't have to deal with the debit charges, and if I use an ATM that's not from my bank or not inside the system, which is nothing more than a scam anyway. It's a damn scam. I give you my money that you can then borrow, okay? And what do I get out of it? I got to pay you transaction fees? Really? That's called a scam. It's called a scam. Straight up. So in 2030 or 2040, how many people are going to be carrying paper currency anyway? My question to you is this. How is this an honor? Someone tell me how this is an honor. Okay? Tell me how this is an honor. The dollar is history's measure of the distance between power and virtue. I mean, what we've seen throughout history is that people are willing to do almost anything to get that dollar, even enslave black people. So how is it an honor to put a woman who fought against the enslavement of black people, the commodification of black people, on the very same thing that they were enslaved for, which is money? Stop me when I'm wrong. I don't understand it. This sounds ridiculous. This is political correctness run amok. If you stop and think about it for a second, it doesn't really it's actually counterintuitive. Harriet Tubman is renowned because she was an abolitionist. She fought against the enslavement of other individuals primarily for capitalism. slavery was a function of capitalism, just as currency.